Oh, Mrs. Oh, great and mighty Liam Neeson, wherever you are up there, I will do another movie review that features you in it. I hope you'll like this one, that's for sure. Amen. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes, this is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobot 1987. This is my review for today. And today, I have another movie review, ladies and dudes. Well, it's been over 22 years when this movie came out. And yes, there's an interesting fun fact about this movie that came out in the year of 1994. The year when the great and mighty Liam Neeson and his dear beloved wife, Natasha Richardson, aka Mrs. the great and mighty Liam Neeson, they got married on the very same year when this movie came out. I'm not sure if it's before or after when this movie came out, during the time of their marriage. You know, where their whole entire marriage thing began. Something that has already begun. And they had a very strong, healthy relationship. Well, you guys get the picture. So for my next movie review is Nell. One of the most underrated movies that ever came out in the year of 1994. And I have no idea why nobody had never talked about this movie. And yes, ladies and dudes, an interesting fun fact about this movie. Well, two amazing fun facts you should know about this movie. One, this is the very second time that the great and mighty Liam Neeson and his wife, Natasha Richardson, they worked together again in this film. And also, another interesting fun fact you should know about this film. Do you know the composer named Mark Isham? That's the guy who worked on this movie along with the other two great and mighty Liam Neeson films, Honest Thief and Blacklight. Since I love both of those movies very much, and they have fantastic, epic scores. Yeah, that's for sure. So without further ado, ladies and dudes, here's my next movie review of Nell. It's a story about these two doctor people named Paula and Jerry. They decide to stay in the forest for 3 months and 3 months only so they could study this very mysterious young woman named Nell, who is kind of like doing some body parts in some type of language that nobody had never discovered before, and they're trying their best to study her and get to know what the heck she was saying. And yeah, she is a wild and crazy woman that came out of nowhere. And there will be a part, it was mentioned 3 times in the movie, where she likes to get naked and swim in the lake. Yeah, they took a risk of putting some nudity scenes in a PG-13 movie. I'll give credit for that. And that's my whole entire plot of Nell. And I guess everybody wants to know is, what the heck do I think about this movie? Well, to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, I really did strike that, reverse it. I frickin' love this movie so darn much. It is one of the most beautiful movies I have ever seen my whole entire life. And I remember a long time ago I did check out this film, and it's a very darn enjoyable one to watch. This movie will bring a tear to your eye. is so darn beautiful. It's lovely. It's all about reality, life, and nature. Something that the other movie doesn't have. You know which one I'm talking about. The one that should have been his worst one of all. If you know what I'm talking about. But this movie is a whole lot better. And it has the great and mighty Liam Neeson's wife in it. I mean, curse those idiot Rotten Tomatoes for disrespecting this movie and give it a very, very bad rating. What the hell are they thinking? It had a well done storyline. The characters were likable, except for those nosy people. The cinematography is good. It had a very nice, beautiful score. Good casting. And like I said, it'll bring you to a tear to your eye. Oh yeah, and another interesting fun fact you should know about the great and mighty Liam Neeson and Natasha Richardson. They only worked together 3 times. 3 times only. Husband and wives, this movie, and The Conquest of Everest. And also, they're very good friends of 2 good actors. They're so darn underrated, just like they are. Ray Fiennes and Alan Scary Rickman. And yes, they both got, all 4 of them did get involved doing the voice work of Conquest of Everest. The last and final project they worked together on. Yeah, I think you already know what I'm talking about. Something that'll bring to a tear to your eye. So anyway, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my strongest points and the weakest points of Nell. I will say for the strongest point for this movie is the great and mighty Liam Neeson's performance as this Jerry dude. I really love this character very much. He had a well-written storyline, and also he had a great character development and chemistry with Nell, and they got along so darn well. And I guess everybody was thinking that those 2 should have been a couple. Well, more like a father and daughter relationship and not a love couple relationship. So, yeah, I know they got along so well, and he's the only person who can understand what Nell's saying in her language. Hard for me to say about that one. And another good strongest point about this movie is one of my most favorite scenes in the whole entire film. I really love the part where I'm sure the great and mighty Liam Neeson got freaking embarrassed about showing his naked butt in the film. Here's an interesting fun fact you should know about the great and mighty Liam Neeson is he's not a big fan of showing his naked behind in a film. He really doesn't want that at all. It just will embarrass him for the rest of his life. I'm sure Natasha Richardson won't mind to see her beloved husband in his naked behind. Something that will laugh our heads off. That's for sure. So I will say for the strongest point of the movie will be the great and mighty Liam Neeson's performance as this Jerry dude. And also the greatest scene ever in film history. I guess you could call it the GOAT moment. That deserves to be a GOAT. I will say for my weakest point in the movie, I wish there was a part if they ever add a sex scene between the great and mighty Liam Neeson and Natasha Richardson. I wonder what their sex scene would have looked like if they did it. I think that'll make us, the fans, happy. I don't know why they never thought about that, doing a sex scene between those 2. After all, they got married. What will happen if a happy married couple did have sex in a film? That would have been awesome. And that way we could have another GOAT moment in this movie. Oh, heck yeah. That's for sure. And we'll go on to the characters. Yeah, I'll say Nell is a fine character. She's just a bit too weird for my taste, but I do like the part where she had really good chemistry with Jerry. I really loved those scenes very much. And Natasha Richardson playing Paula, at least she's a really good character. At least she's very helpful to the story. And I do like a few moments between her and her husband. Even at the part at the end, something that will warm our hearts. Big time. I can't spoil the ending for all of you. Well, it's a sad shame they never had another child in real life. If you know what I mean. So, overall, here's my final thoughts of the film. Overall, Nell is a very, very darn good movie to watch. It had a very nice storyline. The characters are likable except for those bullies. You know, the ones that bother them in the film. It has good casting, good cinematography, a really nice score, good sceneries and highlight moments of the film. And it's all about reality, life, and nature. And truly, we gotta pay our respects to a very lovely lady who was a part of the oh great and mighty Liam Neeson's life. She is the most beautiful, or she was the most beautiful actress that we ever gotten in world history. And we all missed her for it. So I decided to give this film a 9 out of 10. Please check out this movie to believe it. And don't forget to pay your respects to Mrs. the oh great and mighty Liam Neeson. Amen. And that's my movie review of Nell. I hope you enjoyed this movie review. And tell me, ladies and dudes, to pay our respects to Natasha Richardson. What is your favorite Natasha Richardson performance of all time? And what is your favorite Natasha Richardson film of all time? Whichever it is, leave a comment there and let me know. I will say, for me, my most favorite performance that she have ever done in her career is her last and final role of Mrs. George Mallory from The Wildest Dream: Conquest of Eros. The reason why I love that performance very darn much is that her voice fits so perfectly for the character, and it's her rare beauty of her voice that fit the character so well, and something that will blow me away from start to finish. Hard for me to say. And if I will ever say what's my favorite Natasha Richardson movie of all time, I'll have to agree with her son, Michael Richardson, that the best movie she have ever done is the remake of The Parent Trap. I will say that's her best movie right there. And I couldn't agree more of it. Yep. That is it for now, ladies and dudes. So, I'll see you all later, and sayonara.